Good evening. Hello, I'm Nixa Rojas, and this is the Lile Online Language Community online session. So, tonight we are going to have a topic. Our topic is going to be haven't we met before? And so, in this case, we are going to speak about the questions or things to avoid when you first meet someone. Um, right now, it is almost 9:30, and there are not the students by the moment, and I want to wait more in order to see if somebody wants to join. Oh, I see Leonardo wants to join. Okay, let's see if he is going to join us for this night. Okay, Leonardo is joining our class tonight, and we are so excited. Well, I'm excited. Let's see. Okay, I'm right now, I'm waiting for Leonardo Sanchez to join our Google Hangout. Let's see if he can do it. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Okay, right now Leonardo is trying to join our online session, but well, he's taking a while, but then let's wait a little bit more. Okay, yes, still waiting for you, Leonardo. Mhm. Fanny Rivera is joining us tonight too. Mm. Okay, it seems like Leonardo is having some issues for joining us tonight, so I'm going to invite him again and try, and let's see if it works. All right. Well, I am still waiting for Fanny and Leonardo to join us tonight. Mm, let's see if they can make it. Mhm. Let's see what is going on. Okay. Mm, okay, let's send Fanny another invitation in order to join us tonight. Okay, let me see. Oh, here is her Gmail account. Mhm. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Leonardo. How are you?
I'm fine. I thought
Okay.
that maybe I wasn't able to be in contact with you, but in fact, I did it.
Okay, congratulations. You finally did it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yep. Right now we are waiting for another of our students to join. Her name is Fanny. She's trying to join our group. Um, mm, so she's having issues right now, but okay. Do you mind if we wait 5 minutes to see if she can join?
Yes, I don't have any problem about it.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Mm, Okay. Okay. Have you ever tried how to say Google Hangouts before?
No, this is the first time for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, that's good. Sometimes it's pretty tricky to just join here. So I just, I'm glad that you made it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Try this. Have you ever participated before in the online sessions of the language community?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, yesterday I had the chance of talking with Victor.
Ah, Victor. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. So, how are you liking these sessions?
For me, this is very phenomenal because I have the chance of practicing my English skills, to brush up on my English skills in terms of maybe vocabulary or some idiomatical expressions, phrasal verbs, stuff like that.
Oh, sounds pretty good. Okay, I think Fanny's joining us tonight. Okay, I think she already made it. Fanny, are you there?
Hello, teacher. How are you today? Sorry.
Pretty good, thank you. How are you?
Fine. Thanks for asking. Hello, partners.
Okay, yeah, this is Leonardo. And Leonardo, this is Fanny. She have already attended our session, so yeah.
Okay. Thanks
So, hi, Fanny.
for. Hi. Hi, Leonardo. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. Nice to meet
Oh,
you.
okay. Okay. Nice to meet you
All
too.
right. Okay, we're going to begin. So I'm going to share with you my screen so you can see the content for this session. All right. So first of all, welcome to the Lile Online Language Community. This is the session number 6, and the topic for tonight is going to be haven't we met before? Things to avoid to say in the first meeting. So, in this session, we are going to speak about those things that are inappropriate to say when you just first met someone. Could be an academic place or in other environment. So, in order to do that, we had a content that I don't know if you reviewed this content that was available for this meeting. Uh, and if you didn't, just don't worry. We will try to just do it in this class. and try to see some of the most important points of this content. So to begin, I would love to do just an exercise with you guys. So I would love big excuse me, Leonardo, to introduce yourself and have a conversation, a first meeting conversation with Fanny.
Okay, so
Yeah.
hi there. How are you, Fanny?
Hello, Leonardo.
What's up? What have you been doing?
Sorry.
How are you doing?
Um, I in this currently I am trying to finish my career. I am studying now. I work with my husband as a independent person.
Yeah.
What about
Uh,
you?
well, in this moment, I'm working as an arts teacher in a school.
Mm,
And in this
okay.
moment, uh, there is a resolution that I have for this year, and it's the fact that I want to do an exam in order to attain a C1 level.
Okay.
So
What is sector tips in the at the university? At the university unit?
I would like to do, for example, the Cambridge test or
Okay.
maybe the Michigan test in order to get the result that I want.
Okay.
And yeah, I have to say though that in this moment I'm doing the Korea English as a second language, and I am a Frenchman. It means that I am in first semester. Yeah, if I talk about myself, I could say that I have come a long way in English since I was a child. I am 28 years old, but at the age of 13, it was the first time that I had the opportunity to study in an English institution. For example, I remember that there were some kind of drawbacks that I had at first, but because of the experiences that my teacher gave me, I was able to sort some kind of problems out. And in this
Okay.
moment, what I want to do is to be a translator, and
Mm,
on the other
okay.
hand, to get a C1 level.
Okay. 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 Me too. I in this moment I am trying to improve my for skills in
Yeah,
especially in speaking, because for me sometimes it's very difficult and understand another people, maybe native speaker or maybe a teacher like our teacher in this moment because my experience about this skill is a poor in my whole career. For that reason, I am here practicing with you, with the teacher.
but
The
I have to tell you that you are doing very good.
Oh, okay. Thanks, but
Although you say that maybe your English command is not so good, I believe that you are able to defend yourself very well in English.
okay, but I try.
Okay, thank you for introducing yourself and thank you for this conversation. I would love to just ask some questions to Leonardo right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Leonardo. We'd love to know more about your career, about what you do, what do you work in, uh, yeah, what do you do in your life?
Okay. I have to say that I study music. I was studying at Javeriana, and I graduated from that university 4 years ago. And from that time, what I was doing was, for example, to take some English courses because I wanted to travel to the United States in order to do a master's program in music. But I decided to change because I realized that maybe I was a little bit young, a little bit old. I am 28 years old, but if you want to attain a scholarship, you need to be younger. So last year, I decided to do an exam in a university of the United States. I mean, in Florida, but I wasn't able to attain this full scholarship that I was longing. So what I decided to do was to take a job. I decided to work as an arts teacher here in Boyacá. I'm living in Boyacá, in a town by the name of San Luis de Gaceno. It is near the Llano. So
Okay. Sounds pretty good. Do you earn lots of money working as a teacher?
yes, I could say that maybe this is a well-paid job, but I want to move up my career ladder. So what I have been thinking about is just like to becoming an English teacher, in an excellent English teacher. I had some kind of experiences because I was working last year as an English teacher, but I want to take my level to the next. So as I was telling you before, my resolution for this year is just like to
Okay.
attain a C1 level.
How much do you make with this job?
How much do I make with this job?
Leonardo, do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you very well. I
Leonardo, can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you very well.
How much do you earn with this job?
I make about 1,007,000 pesos,
Oh,
700,000 pesos. But I would like to earn in the future maybe more than 4 million pesos or five.
okay. Do you consider yourself a religious person? Like,
Uh,
I don't like Catholics
you don't you like Catholics? Why?
because I don't.
So what religion are you devoted?
I evangelist.
Okay,
Hmm.
Okay.
sounds good.
And I like Petro.
Do you like Gustavo Petro?
Really? Really, teacher?
Okay, this is just an exercise, guys. So I just wanted to show you the difference between your first interaction and then my interaction with Leonardo, right? So this the topic for this class is actually what to do not ask in the first meeting with a person, you know. So some of the things um, that you don't have to do is actually do ask for really personal things, like for example, what is your
Religion.
salary. What do you think was another question that was really bad to do in order
uh,
to get to know ones?
In terms of religion.
Yeah, that's right.
about
Yeah.
salary,
Yeah, the salary.
about the politician, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
What more?
is for example when a man asks a woman about her age. You know that
Okay. Yes.
it is a little bit problematic, troublesome. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So in this class, we are going to talk just about all the things that you don't have to ask in the first meeting. For example, as you see in this exercise, you will see that maybe how do you feel, Leonardo? Just when I ask some question like that.
uh, to be sincere, I
Yeah.
would say that, yeah, these kind of questions are not of your business. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like that, to be
Yeah.
sincere.
Exactly. That's right. If you meet someone like that, maybe you will say, "Oh no, I don't like this teacher. I won't be taking these sessions with this teacher," or something like that, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Uh-huh. The same happens in the life. When you meet someone that asks you uncomfortable questions, then maybe you won't even want to see her anymore or something like that, right?
yes.
Okay. So, as I mentioned before at the beginning of this session, we have like some contents. I don't know if you reviewed these contents before, which is haven't we met before? It was like a online exercise. So, did you do like Leonardo? Did you review this content?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I was working this topic with Victor yesterday.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. And Fanny?
The links about the last class, teacher?
No, this is well, like you have just had classes with me, right?
Two class with this teacher.
Two classes, just with
Two.
me. Okay.
Yes, or another teacher too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So just to let you know, these online language community sessions just have one same topic for week. So if you guys want to participate, all encounters, we are open to that. You can participate anytime. Just so you know that the topic will be like one topic for the week, regardless which tutor you pick.
Mm.
So yeah, in this case, if Fanny, if you have reviewed this material, I invite you to just answer these questions. If you don't know, if you haven't reviewed this material, I will send you the link so you can just listen to the audio, and then we continue with the exercise. Does it sounds good, Fanny?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Do you want me to send you the link?
Yes.
Please.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to, for a moment, I'm going to leave this um, PowerPoint, and I'm going to share the link. Sorry for that. Okay. So you will review the material here. Okay. I'll just check the chat and you will find the link. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Fanny. Just let me know if you have any issue opening. Okay, the web
Oh,
page.
I already opened the link, teacher,
Okay, right now or before?
right now.
Okay, yeah. Please put attention to the conversation, and then we will answer these questions, okay?
Teacher Nixa, can
Yep.
you provide me the same material for me, please?
Um, the same material you say?
Yeah.
In this case, you just in the chat section of this Google Hangouts, you will find the link so you can click and look for the audio and just put attention to the audio, and then we will, when you finish, we will answer the questions. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Mm. Have we met before?
Check.
Yeah.
I must listen the audio in this moment.
Yeah, in this moment, you have to listen to the audio and then put really attention to the audio. And then when you finish, we will answer these questions, okay?
But in this moment, I don't have some teacher. Okay, you put as the audio, or I put the audio in my computer.
Oh, I was waiting for you to click and put it in your computer. But if you see that it is better for you, that I can open the link and then I put the listening. I don't know if it is good for you.
Okay. Now I try to listen the audio in my computer.
Okay. Christian. If you have any issue, please let me know. We will give like just 5 minutes more in order to start to answer the questions. Sounds good? Okay. In this moment, there is another student join. Um, so let me see if I can help him. Sorry. Okay. Funny.
Yes, teacher.
Have you already finished?
Yes, I
Okay.
finished, teacher.
What about you, Leonardo?
Yes, I just finished.
Okay, that's good. So the first question is, well, listen and answer the questions of the exercise. Then, what was the conversation about?
They are speaking about how the man asked the girl about the where what do you do? What does he do? Sorry, and the day of the woman, the, where she work. That is.
Okay. Yeah, so he asked her about her personal information, right? What about you, Leonardo? What was the conversation about?
uh, okay. It turns out that the man is falling in love with woman. So he tried to look for this conversation in order to look for in order to look for some personal information. And the more he makes questions, uh, the more he realized that indeed the woman doesn't want to have something with him. Well, in terms of the questions that he was making, for example, it was about what what was she doing, and she said that she is doing a major in TESOL, I mean English as a second language, and then he was asking if maybe he could uh, help the woman to do something, and obviously she refused to the man's help. And after a while, he realized that he is not going to get what he wants. That is obviously to come along with her. So maybe, yeah, he is going to be very sad
Yeah,
because,
that's right.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So actually, the man is just like trying to see if she will join her, she will join him for a dance, right?
yeah.
Okay.
He
So the
he
next,
wants to
hmm?
he wants to have a date with her. He wants to go out on a date with her.
Yeah. So what do you think? Why do you think the girl didn't like? How to say? Do you think she's going to agree and go just with him, or she isn't going to go with him? What do you think?
I believe the girl doesn't want get out with him
Why?
because she said perhaps.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, right. He said, she said perhaps, and the voice of tone like it was like she was refusing, like she didn't want to go, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Can I
So
say? I would
hmm?
like to say something.
Yep.
Last year, I was studying a book that was relating to American manners. And for example, when a North American says perhaps or maybe, is because he's not sure, he's not certain about doing something. So, because of that, I'm sure that she doesn't want to have something with him.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for that contribution. That's pretty good. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so who were the characters in the conversation? Okay, I'm going to repeat the question.
Yeah,
Who were the characters in the conversation?
funny.
Mm, eh, I don't know. I don't sure about your question. Sorry.
Okay, the people in the conversation, who were they?
Sherry
Hmm.
and I sorry, I don't remember the name of him.
Ben.
Dan, yes, thanks. Dan.
Yeah.
He had
Okay,
a
that's good.
he
Hmm?
had a nickname, BJ.
BJ, that's right. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Where do you think the conversation is developed?
Mm, I don't know. In the
Yeah.
maybe in the school at the school.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably, right? They say that they met in campus, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yes.
as far as I'm concerned, uh, maybe this is happening at university because if the girl is doing a major in TESOL, it is
Ah,
he's studying
yes.
at university.
You're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what does it tizzle mean? Like, what is tizzle?
Teaching English as a second language, something like that.
Uh-huh, very good. Thank you, Leonardo. And is there any vocabulary that you don't understand from the conversation?
Mm, no, teacher. I think I know all vocabulary.
Okay.
In the vocabulary I can see. No? Mm.
Mhm.
Um, I was able to understand the vocabulary because I have to say something. And 1 year ago, when I was working as a teacher, as an English teacher in an institute, I used to work with this kind of audios that you were providing us. So I was working, in fact, with this audio. So
Oh, look at that.
yeah, so there is an interesting word
You know
that
very good
maybe I didn't know at
this.
first.
You good, very
Overseas.
nice. Okay. Do you know very good this kind of activities?
Mhm.
Yeah. For example, there are more than maybe 400 audios.
Mm,
Um, you only have to look up online and to write ESL. And there are three kinds of audios: basic, intermediate, and advanced level. And for example, I put the students to work. I like they to copy the whole thing, and then they have to provide me the resume about what they were listening. Of maybe if there are more kind of words that they didn't understand, I try to provide this kind of things.
Okay,
mhm,
thank you,
For example,
Leonardo.
there is a word that I consider remarkable, and is overseas.
Mhm.
Overseas is when somebody is going to do something in another country.
mm,
I would like to study overseas. This is the same for people when they are expressing that they want to travel to other countries. So overseas means other countries.
mhm,
Okay. Thank you, Leonardo, for that contribution. And then, so we are going to go straight to the topics that we don't have to speak about when we've just meet someone. For example, we don't have to do negative comments when just meet someone in the first time, right? For example, you can say just speak about someone in your work that you dislike or something, because I think it's just unprofessional, and it's just seem pretty bad just to know somebody and that somebody is just start to speak badly about a person, about his job or anything. That's something that you don't have to do when you just meet somebody for the first time, right?
Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah, exactly. So instead, you can consider just speaking directly with the person that you have the problem with, and then just to solve the differences. But no, when you first met, a person. You don't have to do negative comments. And I think personally, I dislike to do these kind of things because one, it's not interesting, and second, I don't think like when you feed someone, you want to get a pretty good energy from that person.
Yeah.
So just avoid negative comments when you first meet someone. All
Negative
right.
comments. Negative comments are unpolite.
Yeah, exactly. I really am polite. They just make you sometimes look bad, instead of making you maybe you can feel good about making those comments, but it doesn't feel good for the person that is hearing. And it is so unprofessional, and it is not good in any file. Okay.
Okay.
The next one is money related topics. Do you remember the exercise that we did at the beginning of this class?
They
Yeah.
don't ask for salary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was asking Leonardo about his salary. I think it was pretty uncomfortable for him just speaking about how much he did or something like that. How do you feel, Leonardo, about that?
Um, yeah, I felt uncomfortable because I don't want anybody to know about how much money I am making. This is something that pertains to my own business, not for somebody, not for anybody. Yeah, this is what I could say. Maybe the problem is that if you tell somebody that you're earning a certain amount of money, maybe you could get into trouble because maybe this person could have a contact with a thief, and maybe you could be you're going to be stolen by this person. You could be kidnapped by this person because of telling your information, your personal information.
Yeah, that's right. That's pretty just personal. So money related topics is pretty just how to say something that you don't have to ask in the first meeting, because even so it's difficult for you or just for me to speak with this with parents or just with relatives, because it just so some people just feel pretty bad about their economic situation, and just bringing that up in the first meeting
Yeah.
will make the person even feel worse, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Any comment about this one?
Mm,
Mm,
Okay, let's go with the next one. Illness or hardships. Do you know what is hardships?
uh, no, I don't know.
I
Okay.
don't know, teacher.
No, Fanny? Okay.
No, teacher.
Hardships are actually phases of your life that are pretty difficult for you. If you are going through something that is pretty difficult, a problem like a divorce, or somebody just passed out and you just speak about that, eh, a hardship is actually going to into a difficult situation.
Maybe familiar problems. Maybe.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. Yeah. So I don't think it will be comfortable for somebody just to speak about illness. Even so, you feel tempted because of the way you feel, like you feel pretty bad and maybe you are pretty depressed about it. Just bring it up in the conversation with, just imagine a person that you just have met, just will cause a pretty, maybe pretty strong how to say impression. So
Yeah.
that person could actually just stop speaking with you, or through next you are bringing it up all those problems to this person.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Let's go with the next one. Religion. Do
Mhm.
you remember Leonardo?
Yes.
Give me a moment. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, religion is a pretty difficult topic, right? Why do you think religion will be difficult and inappropriate for the first meeting?
Funny.
I don't know, maybe it's very hard, difficult speak about this because uh, no, not all people want to speak about this personal feelings. Maybe some people speak with maybe attack another person in order to uh, incomodar. How we say that? Sorry.
Make other people uncomfortable.
Yes, um, this is a difficult topic. I don't like speak about this because I talks the feelings the people maybe.
Hmm. Okay. What
It's a
about that?
personal feelings, I think.
Yeah, that's so personal, right?
Mhm.
What about that, Leonardo? What do you think about it?
Okay. In my overall thought, I don't know. For example, 1 week ago, I was in a store. I was taking off some photocopies, and on the other hand, the person who was attending, he was working in a relaxing way. But all of a sudden, there was a priest who came into the room, and he tried to convince him about being part of a religion. So it was very interesting. And he tried to convince him by using some kind of ideas that happen. Um, I don't know, in some kind of situations that happen in the Bible. He tried to convince him so badly, uh, but obviously the other person, got angry because he told him that he had his own beliefs, and he wasn't going to change because somebody was trying to convince him about what he wants.
I,
Um,
I think. I sorry.
yeah, no, if you want,
Okay.
if you're going to say
Okay.
something,
Thanks. I think some people try to convince another people in bad way about the religions, and some people don't respect the thinking or beliefs the another person.
Hmm.
yes,
It's a serious topic. A complicated topic.
yes, a complicated topic. I think that.
Yeah, like if you notice, most of the wars are being because of religion. So religion is something pretty personal and it's just so subject. So if you start to speak about it, you will find many differences. So the less we want when we meet someone is to actually make differences even worse. So what you want when you meet somebody is just connect with them and to make a friendship, right? So
Yes, you're right.
if you bring religion up in the first conversation, you will probably maybe end up just try to avoiding this person, or the person will try to um, about their religion, as Leonardo was saying, right? So, religion is a pretty difficult topic because everyone has different beliefs and values, and we have to actually respect each of these values. And if we want to make a friendship with somebody, it's better to find things that that person finds positive, and that it's better when you fear someone to actually bring topics that he's interested to, and that you can agree with that, or that you can feel how to say interested in, and also to connect with this person in a positive way.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Any other comment about that as the first topic to speak in a first impression?
Um, yes, as you were saying, when I want to hit it off well with somebody, to get along well, I try to talk about things just like sports, music, obviously. Yeah, I consider that these are the keys for you to have a good relationship with somebody at first. But
Mm-hmm.
as you say, if you try to uh, bring religion up into conversation, this is gonna be bad in the long run.
Yeah.
I think this encounter is maybe we can speak about the general topics or maybe educational topics
Yeah,
or academic topics, maybe sport, music, I don't know, fashion, maybe.
fashion. Yeah, especially for
Yes,
yeah.
yes, maybe a politic, maybe I don't know, without touch feelings.
Yeah. Okay, so next one it is politics. We were speaking about politics, especially when we are close to the elections. Like there is many different how to say opinions about politics right now. So I think it's one of the things that makes you uh, apart from others' point of view. So in this case, I think speaking about politics right now in Colombia is like something pretty popular because it is so near the elections. But still, I don't know if can be appropriate to speak about that in the first impression, in the first meeting. What do you think about it?
Funny.
Maybe I like speak in general topics, general politics around the world, but doesn't in the personal opinion about topics, about politics in this case, in general maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
What do you think about that, Leonardo?
Okay. Well, I try not to bring this topic up into conversation because, yeah, this is something that I don't feel interested in talking. But when I have the opportunity to do that, maybe I, for example, I begin to speak about the things that politicians used to do. That most of them used to deceive people, and they promise some kind of things that indeed they think they are going to do, but you know that when when the time went by, when the time goes by, most of the politicians, most of the resolutions that they promise, they didn't do. They didn't like to do. They don't. They do away with these resolutions. They eliminate these resolutions because what they like is to steal money. And the worst thing is that they get away with murder, although they commit some kind of crimes, some terrible things, uh, because they're in. a group that protects them, they are not going to be in jail
Mhm.
because they make part of this group that is powerful, and obviously because of that they are going to have a welfare because of being in that kind of groups. For example, Uribe, Santos, Santos, for example, makes part of amazing family, an important family. Although he could commit many crimes, he's not going to be in jail. The same situation happens with Uribe. It's just like this. They have good contacts. That's why they are not going to be in troubles.
Okay, that's right. And I don't know about you if you have been to some places and cities in Colombia or little towns. For example, I'm from a little town in Arauca, especially, and there was a time where there was like before the peace process and everything, guerrilla was pretty popular there. So everyone will be like pretty afraid about just speaking about politics. If you will be or show that you are against a guerrilla, they will be like they
Hello?
way, and then can actually just how to say
Trouble.
try to intimidate you, you know. So in some parts of Colombia, it will be like pretty difficult to speak about politics, and in every place of the world, I think is going to be something that you don't want to speak in the first place because it brings everything, everybody's how to say differences up,
Mm-hmm.
and also maybe we can how to say somebody can finish just angry or disliking the person just because of the politics. And I think a person is just not politics. I think there are many interesting about a person to bring up, like for example, his career, his hobbies, his interests, many things, pretty good things that you can speak about, but not politics or religion that makes
Mm-hmm.
you feel like different to the other person and also maybe to dislike him, right?
This kind of topics bring several difference between person between people. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. That all of these topics brings differences of the people up, and it makes you feel like you don't connect with the other person. So advice for first encounters with a person is actually to try to connect with them, with their hobbies, with the things they love to do, with their career, about many positive things about their life, right? So you
Yeah,
can
Yes,
actually speak about that instead of just bringing differences, politics, and religions that will make you maybe lose a precious friendship with a person.
yes, you're right,
yes, you're
teacher.
right.
Okay, so some final comments about this topic, about what to do and what not to do in a first meeting with someone new.
Okay, for me, it's very important that you teach me about this because normally when I have this encounter, I don't know how uh, start with topics touch or with conversation uh, touch. I don't know. For that reason, I appreciate you to you. Teach me about that.
All right,
Yes.
thank you. Yeah.
Okay. I will be attentive about that in the next conversation, in the next practice conversation.
Sounds good, funny. Okay. What about you, Leonardo? Do you have some comments, final comments about this?
No, simply when I had the opportunity to meet a person for the first time, I will always remind all the things that you were doing, saying, uh, simply not to bring religion, politics, and salary up into conversation. If I do that, I think that I'm going to get along well with people. And on the other hand, just like to bring issues just like sports, fashion, music up into conversation. This is the key for people to get along well. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Okay, thank you for so much for your participation this night. I hope you have enjoyed this encounter. Everything we learned in this session will be like pretty good for your life that you can apply it. And also, um don't forget to subscribe to our meetings. Um we are open. Anything that that you want to know, any question that you have, please write down on my Skype or one of our tutors Skype, and we are open and happy to have you in these encounters. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for your participation this night, and I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope to see you soon.
Yeah,
Bye, teacher. Thanks a lot of thanks, Leonardo. Bye.
bye, Penny.
Okay, bye bye, Fanny, Leonardo, and Christian.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Thanks.